fantastic. I think there are sort of 4 key areas for me when I think about aspirations for the scheme and the improvements that I'm really hoping to see. One of those is consistent and authentic two-way communication and engagement with industry. So really making sure that industry is not just listened to, but is also heard and really properly engaged with in a really consistent manner. That's something that is starting, and we really need to see more of alongside the pro as well, which I'm sure will be a great success and a great voice for producers. The next part for me is really about communication. So it's about that transparency in communication, in process, what is happening. And particularly as we're seeing a lot, and I know there are a lot of manufacturers and producers in the room who are still misunderstanding the legislation, are making mistakes with reporting. I'm pulling up customers and competitors alike, trying to support them with their data submissions and understanding what their obligations really are. And so we really need to make sure that as we are evolving the scheme, as there are more caveats and more niche situations and new innovation and new tech, that we're constantly communicating how producers have to comply with the legislation, and we really get that communication right. And really looking forward to collaborating along the entire supply chain, because I think we find that a lot of the time we do work in silos, and a big demand of this legislation is to collaborate and to truly collaborate, to get data that we've never had to get before. And we need everyone on board and everyone educated to do that. And then finally, it's really about impact evidence. So really making sure that if producers are paying all of this money, and it is a lot of money for a lot of organizations, that we see the real impact of this investment. We see those waste systems being improved. We see that collection being improved. We see landfill going down. We see carbon emissions being calculated and understood and communicated. Because if we don't see the evidence of those actions, then we as paying producers and as part of the whole supply chain are just seeing a scheme that isn't achieving what it's set out to do. So if we're being ambitious, let's really be transparent, open, and evident with everything that we're doing as well. So some big aspirations.